Vicky, Retro Queen Bee Art, Let's Be Busy in Art. I made 10 tea bag pockets. Yes, 10. These pockets are only made of tea bags. So what I did is I did use a template after I folded this particular tea bag in half. Used a template to measure, and then I cut the end off. I was having a little trouble making the end straight, and I decided instead of cutting this one all out, I would leave it like this because I intend to put something between these tea bags that I will sew. This is a tiny little pocket, I guess you could say envelope, and I'm just making this particular pocket so that you could stick something in the back of the pocket. It's very tiny, cute as a button, and you see me folding the edges. Then I trim that, make a little fold there. And after I folded it, I was looking at it and I thought, I don't like that. So here I'm redoing the top of this tiny envelope. You could use this envelope just on its own as well and not use it as a pocket, just as an embellishment. I later thought, but they were so cute. And you can use them for a pocket by sticking something in the back of them. So you see me fiddling, trying to get that top the way I want it. So I had to readjust the corners a little bit more. A second try at folding the corners of the tea bag, using my scissor to try to help me. And I'm folding the top piece over so that you have a nice seam for the envelope. And then I push that kind of with my thumbs to get it solid looking. All right, I'm happy with that one. Okay, this one I already had prepared, so you can see where you can put a tag in front of the tea bag or in back of the tea bag. This particular tea bag pocket is basically just folding the edging on top again to create a flap. Which will be a decorative flap. And I did mess with this one as well to try to get it to look like a nice flap. And finally I'm satisfied. And then I do take the end there and fold it over to make a nice seam. And so this one I will sew all around, and you'll be able to put a tag in the back of this particular pocket. I know I messed up pushing on them and straightening the seams and getting all the wrinkles out, because I thought they looked better that way. And I'm just adding a sewing clip to keep them straight, so when I sew, I won't have a problem. Hopefully with the tea bag slipping. Okay, happy about that one. Now let's see. This next one, I already had a sample that I made, and I drew a kind of a dome on top. So that dome can be used as a marker, whether to go in back of the pocket or you could go in front of the dome. So I make one both ways, where a tag can go in front of the dome and then the tag can go in back of the dome. But I did have to draw the dome on top of the tea bag. And since I had done it once, I thought I would just use this as a template to draw the dome around the tea bag. And here I am cutting out the dome. Now this particular tea bag I will glue later on. I'm doing these in assembly line here, cutting them off first. I thought it would be shaping and cutting them to be the way I wanted them to be before I sew and decorate. And glue this one. This was the only one I glued. All right, there they are. And here I am at the sewing machine. I'm not going to show you all of them, but you can kind of get an idea how to sew the edging. This was the one with the flap coming down, and so it'll be one pocket. I'm sewing a square around the tea bag. Okay, this next pocket, I will again sew around the edging of the tea bag. And this particular one, I am closing the flap as well. And then you can put your tag in the back of this tea bag. And there's the sewing. I'm not going to show you all of the tea bag sewing. You do get an idea of how you have to go around the edge with the sewing machine. This particular pocket is the tiny envelope. And sometimes I do have to adjust to make sure my seam matches along the edge. All right, then this is the pocket I glue. I just glued those flaps in the side of the tea bag, the sides of the tea bag here. So this one you'll be able to put the tag on top of the tea bag, and the other tea bag you put the tag in the back of the tea bag. And here they're all sewn, and I'm just trimming them up. Some I'm not leaving the string. I'm cutting it pretty close to the project. Some of them I did leave the string if I liked the way it looked. And then I just got them organized with stamps and sayings. And you can decorate these however you want. And use your stash to decorate them. I'm getting another stamp flower to do the other one. I prepared a label. I did use tea-stained copy paper for the bottom. And then you just ink around the label and around all the edging of the tea bag until you're satisfied with the color that you want. More decorating, more stamping, showing you my ink pads. Stamping with a postage stamp. I did use postage stamps on some of the pockets. I added a journey word, inking, and then I glued the word onto the tea bag. However, I forgot to use the ruler in the pocket so that the glue won't glue all the way through. Oh well. Then I added some numbers, and I really added numbers. I love numbers. I'm a numbers freak. All right, and then this particular tea bag, I stamped some words on the side. And then I had stamped a butterfly onto tea-dyed copy paper. And here I do the ruler after gluing on the label and the butterfly, and here I'm gluing on some lace, and I'm also using the ruler. Here are the cutest tea bag pockets ever. They were so fun to make. Adorable. Thank you for watching my video. Like, subscribe, and share, and you'll get lots of videos.